Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How are you doing this morning? Your new daily discipline, your new ritual, your new habit. Waking up in the morning, just 2 men, a little bit older, going through the journey of life together, you and me, just comparing notes. I want you to make this a part of your day, a planned part of your day. You do it at a specific time of your day, hopefully in the morning. I know we have an international audience, and it's in the afternoon, maybe where you are, maybe evening. The next day, whatever it may be, just use this time to just collect your thoughts, compare notes, like I said, just objectivity and perspective. I want to give you some things to think about from our unique perspective as a man, again, who's a little bit older, who wants to maybe, I know you know me as the fitness guy, working to be more than that, just like you, to be the total package, as I call it, to become your best both inside and outside of the gym. And our morning connection time is to, for us to, think about the bigger picture. I talk to a lot of men on the phone, whether they're calling me about fitness information or they're looking for just, I don't know, mindset strategies, right, to get more out of life. Especially when you're a little bit older. It's a different perspective when you're younger. And sometimes we as men, I always like to say that we don't grow past the age of 26 years old, mentally and emotionally sometimes, right? And we like to think, we can still hang with those younger guys. We watch professional sports and think, yeah, I can do that, right? And these guys are like 30 years younger than we are, right? Or, sometimes maybe in the gym we think we can do much more than we can because we used to be able to do it. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Just keep on attacking today, not getting old before you have to. At the same time, that could make us lighten up and not take advantage of the time we have, not really elegantly and efficiently and effectively use our willpower, focus, energy, and time to get everything we want in life, right? Because it's going to be up to us what we do, the thoughts we think every single day, what we actually do every single day. That's going to determine that. Now, when we're younger, sometimes we think, well, I'm a good person. I've got the best intentions, and if I just keep on doing what I'm doing, everything's going to turn out fine. I'm a good person. Things are supposed to, the best things in life are supposed to happen to a good person like you. Again, though, you can think that when you're younger. When you get a little bit older, maybe that happens sometimes, but it's really going to depend on what you do. What you do is what you think every single day. And again, this morning connection is get your mind right, because if our life is going to pan out the way we want, it's not about luck or the universe or anything like that. It's what we actually do. I want to talk about all those different pathways, all those different avenues for you to get what you want. I want to talk about probably one of the biggest distinctions that I've learned over the years that I've really developed. And it's really what you can imagine, what you can think of in certain situations, good situations, average situations, bad situations. What comes to mind? What can you imagine the pathway to the next step? How quickly can you imagine good things, right? Or does your mind go dark? And it protects itself and from loss, and you say no, 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 or whatever it is. Right? A lot of times, things in our past, and I'm not talking about our childhood necessarily, things in our most recent past, maybe tried and failed before. And so when you're in a situation that you see as similar, do you freeze up? Right? Do you lack the imagination of all the great things that can possibly happen? Because you can't imagine it during those tough times. The chances of you ever getting out of a tough situation, they're going to be very slim. The chances that you're going to turn an average situation into something better, and a good situation is something amazing, awesome. If you can't imagine it during the tough times, when it's go time, it's time you're most challenged. If you can't even imagine it, the chances of it ever happening become a lot less likely. I want to talk about your imagination muscle and how maybe some ideas. One, how important See, good morning, Jan. Good morning, Al. And hello, Masashi. Good evening to you. All right. So I've got a quick message to tell you. Here we are on this Sunday morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Tell you, I wanted to just stay in bed. I thought, you know, I get challenged. Sometimes I wake up just really, really excited. Can't wait. You're the first person I'm talking to today. Can't wait. Have a specific message. And sometimes going through the motions, right, until I get going. And a lot of times in between, right? When you are challenged, all right, you're challenged, what are all the different ways that you think this day can turn out? What are all the different ways to win? All right, so let's think about something. A lot of times, you know, guys come to me, they have these goals they want. It could be anything from they want to do something like this. Maybe fitness is their passion, and they want to become some type of influence on the internet, teach people fitness, coach them, guide them, support them, and that's what they want to do. Maybe it's on the side of their job. Maybe they're already doing it and they want to take it to another level. Maybe they want to do it full time. It could be they want to write a book, take their relationships to a higher level, get a promotion at their job, take their body to the next level. Whatever it is, they have a goal, and sometimes they have a challenge getting themselves going. And I go through this process with them, and talk about all the different ways, identifying maybe the obstacles that are standing in the way. The first thing I do is get them, really clear. I take them through this process to start imagining what it's going to be like. What do they really want? And just list, and not just that one specific goal, not if they want to write a book, not just that book, because everything is tied in to your relationships, what you want for those, whether it's with your children or your wife or friendships or whatever it may be. Right? It's tied in to your financial goals, your physical goals. Right? One goal is, just say something for this example, just writing a book. It's not just writing the book. All right? Because when you go for that goal, you're going to have to do some sacrifice. You're going to have to focus. You're going to have hope and trust that all that effort you put in, that you're good enough, that people are going to love what you do, that you're going to provide that value. It's going to be worth your time. Right? So it takes a lot of courage. I don't have to tell you this, right? So what I like to do is, how is it all going to play out? Everything as you're writing this book, as you're going for your goals. And so it opens up their mind to a bigger picture, not just the one goal, because when you're focusing on the one goal and you can't get yourself going, it becomes frustrating. But how it all ties in, because there is a way, there's a reason why you want to write that book in this case, and it all ties in to all of the feelings and emotions you want. All right, so after I take them through that process, the next thing to do is to discover all the obstacles that are standing in their way. And if I do a great job with this process, and I've done this with hundreds of men taking them through this process, the first thing they'll say once they feel it, and I got them to imagine everything they want 1 year from now, the first thing when I say, okay, what are the obstacles that are standing in your way? What are the challenges? They'll say, nothing, it's just me. All right? And that's a great empowering way to look at it when you get that clear. But the obstacles a lot of times are that, is it going to pay off? Because the best thing in life, there's a price tag. If I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every single day and do a morning connection broadcast, is it going to pay off? Will I change your lives? Will you take action? Will we create a relationship, right? Will Al and Neil and Jan, will you actually do something with this, or you entertain and then you get bored and then you're gone, a couple weeks from now? Or will it actually work? Will my efforts pay off, right? That's what we all go through. We all are asking ourselves that question. Sometimes we're more confident than others, right? One thing is, when you go on any goal, there are so many different ways to win. There's so many different ways to win besides the obvious. So will that book, will it be everything you imagine it to be? What are all the other ways that you can win? Right? Those writing skills, could that turn into a blog post even if the book doesn't pan out the way you want? Could you turn it to ebook, put it on there, keyword it, and then it builds a whatever business? There are so many ways that you can win in life besides the direct goal that you're going for. And when you go on any type of journey towards any goal, whatever, let's say the book, your body, or whatever, how many different ways can you imagine that you're going to win? You got to set up as many ways to win as humanly possible when you set a goal. You'll give more drive, more determination to actually keep on going, right? That imagination, that muscle to imagine how many different ways can you win when you wake up in the morning, right? Okay. It's really important as you go on the journey. Now, with any journey, right, there's going to be setbacks, heartbreak, disappointments, not going to go as quickly as you want, a lot of attempts and failures and all those type of things, right? So if it's not going very well, and that hurts, that challenges your confidence, are you going to keep on going? How many different ways, different strategies can you imagine you using for a better outcome? How many different strategies, how many different outcomes can you imagine during those hard times to make a bad situation eventually just average, and then enough time that average situation into something really good, right? Because if you can't imagine ever getting out of this horrible situation or this average situation, or if you can't imagine a situation that's pretty good, this is where the challenge is, when something's pretty good and you think you're just going to do more of the same and it's going to turn into something amazing. Maybe not. Maybe not. But how many different ways can you imagine? Because if you can't imagine it, you're not going to turn a bad situation to average, and then average to good to amazing, right? A lot of times in those moments when you're in self-doubt, it all comes down to your imagination, what you see. That's why it's so important. You hear people say you got to hang around positive people who I've talked to so many different people, so many different men who have had your challenge and they found a way through it. I mean, it's not just theory, something I saw a video of or read a blog post of. I actually know real people who have had your challenge and they've done these different type of things and they've overcome it. And not to mention myself, right? Just because you can't imagine it ever turning out or people ever coming through or whatever, it doesn't mean it can't happen, right? You just lack the imagination. I'll tell you, that's one thing, if you can improve upon, it takes a lot of heart, it takes a lot of imagination, it takes a lot of faith. It's going to really determine the quality of your life. And like I said, be careful who you hang around. Some guys will say that they're just being smart, they're just being logical. You're an idiot to think big, to think these things can happen. And everybody you're listening to who may be an example of success and happiness, right? They're doing something wrong. They're cheating the system. They're unethical or whatever. I see it all the time on the internet. You want to make sure you avoid those people because that's going to, God bless them. I hope the best for them, but you don't want that boxing in your imagination. You can do this, all right? All right, so that's my message for today. I want you to invest, talk about imagination. I want you to invest in my morning connection, Manformation course, the mindset and actions of a powerful alpha male leader, right? It's strategies. In addition to that, imagination, getting you to open up your beliefs about what it's going to take for you, where you are right now, to get to where you want to go. Become that man you really want to be. Check out that link that I'm posting down below. When you invest in the Manformation course, this morning connection special, if you're loving this message that I share, you're going to get some one-on-one time with me, 90 minutes recorded. I'm going to take you through that imagination process, right, for your life, what you really want 1 year from now in all the different areas. Identify those obstacles that are in your way to open you up and get you going. That, along with the course, it's a starter package. A lot of guys come to me for one-on-one coaching. They've never really heard about coaching. When you think about what the one-on-one coaching, what it uses all my experience, not just my personal experience, helping other people, men just like you, going down the same path. So as we meet week to week on our one-on-one coaching, we meet at the same time on the same day every week. All right, we do it for, I have a gentleman who's been with me for 4.5 years, every single week, right? Whatever time we have together, as you go through your journey, you work towards your goals, whether it's that book or that body, and you come through your challenge, go through your personal development journey. Every step along the way, you have two brains creating that imagination of what it's going to take, right? As you go on this journey, how many ways can you think of to win, right? What if you had 20 different ways to win, not just one? Wouldn't you feel more energized, more optimistic? Wouldn't it be a little bit easier to get up early in the morning if you can just imagine more than just one way to win on any goal? And then when you hit those challenges, I can do this, right? I can get the people, you're in a relationship, whatever it is, work, with your children, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it is. And you can, no matter how challenging it is, how much maybe you're disconnected, if you can be patient and imagine how it's going to turn around eventually, I mean, it's going to be a lot better for your state. You're going to take better action, right? And that's what I do with my men. You got two brains helping you see what's possible and what you need to do. That's what I do with the one-on-one coaching. A lot of men, they say, wow, that sounds great. Skip in my corner, two brains, my brain and his brain, helping me go through the journey. There's no way I can't reach those goals of getting in shape at this older age. Look at him. I want him on my team, whatever it may be, whatever goals that you have in life, right? But they're not sure. They haven't had that experience, right? This Morning Connection, the information course, the mindset actions of a powerful alpha male, is a great way to get started. You have some one-on-one time with me. So click that link below. That's going to do it for our connection today. Just check one more time who is showing up. Tell me what you're loving about these morning connection, these broadcasts, our time together, comparing notes, two men going through the journey of life, your daily discipline, your daily ritual, right? Your daily habit. All right, so a little bit older, guys, got to make it happen. We're not young and just hope it's going to turn out, right? It's up to us, what we do every single day, what we imagine, what we actually do every single day. We got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We got to seize the moment. We got to wake up early in the morning if that's what it takes. Or we've got to stay up later at night if that's what it takes. We got to live life. We got to take care of our bodies, working out, eating right. We got to take care of our business, our legacy, if that's going to happen the way we want. We got to love and connect. We got to do that all with a sense of urgency. We got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Take action today. Reach out and call me. You know what? If you made it this far, I've just put that down. Give me a call today. Take action. I'll give you some suggestions. That's my Google phone. It connects to my home office phone. I'll talk to you today. All right? So, yeah, let's take on the day with that sense of urgency. All right? So expect the best from yourself today. Imagine the best. Expect the best from yourself, that your efforts will pay off. Expect the best, that when you produce at a higher level and you create that value for other people, that they'll get it. Maybe not now, they'll get it. Have faith in other people. Expect the best from other people. Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts. Expect the best from other people. Have a great day.